Hello and welcome to Brambles Podcast. I am with Josh and two members of Spoon Moon Media.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Good
And
day.
Josh will be introducing us to the topics he has decided for today.
I just want to say thank you for letting us be here, Josh. I know it's taken a lot of your time and effort, and we're glad we're on the successful channel. Thank you.
Good.
Yep.
Thank you.
God!
Okay.
Sorry!
You guys better not sabotage this podcast, okay? A lot of work's gone into it.
We're the Beastie Boys.
All right, off you go,
Right.
Josh.
Okay, so the topics that we will be talking about today are Hunter S. Thompson. What else? And the evolution of gaming. I suppose, maybe. Might come up with something different later on. So, you guys don't know who Hunter S. Thompson is apart from Houdini.
Houdini.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I have no idea. Describe him, man.
Right. So he's a journalist in America and he was a journalist during the 1970s and late 60s. He did a lot of drugs, and he was famous for doing outrageous pieces of journalism and work and pretty much being off his nut. Is that right, Harry? Is that right, Harry?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, like Hunter S. Thompson, he was just crazy. He started a new style of journalism called gonzo journalism, where it's just like all stream of consciousness work, and he got like actually physically involved with the people he was writing about. So like when he wrote about the Hells Angels, he would be with the Hells Angels for like a month or something. And like he did that, he went to like dangerous or interesting people, and he just like kind of stayed with them and like wrote about it. And he wrote about life in America, and it was kind of an honest, personal perspective.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a copy of his daily routine here. I'll just do it. Right, okay. Give me a second. So, 3 p.m. rise. 3:05.
Oh.
Shiva's what's it?
That's Regal, man. It's a
Regal. Oh, yeah, I'm a bit thick there. With the morning papers. Cocaine. 3:45. Another glass of Shiva's. First cup of coffee. 4:15. Cocaine.
Is this AM?
PM.
PM. Alright.
So, yeah.
Fucking hell.
So.
doing the Joe Rogan bit, Josh is.
All right, shut up. Sorry, Joe Rogan, but yeah. 4:16 orange juice and a Dunhill. 4:30 cocaine.
Dunhill's a brand of cigarette.
Brand of cigarette. 4:54 cocaine. 5:05 cocaine. 5:11 coffee and cigars and cigarettes.
This guy sounds a lot like Jordan Belford, man.
Yeah.
George Belfort was a hero.
Well,
they accused him wrong.
He's a con man and
Free him. He didn't do nothing.
well, he's free. He's already free. He just did a bit of dodgy stuff for sale.
Did you enjoy that movie, Josh?
I enjoyed that movie a lot. Okay, I saw myself in him.
Josh enjoyed that movie a lot. For those viewers out there who don't know, Josh hosted the wildest, wickedest parties ever back in...
That's just because you got with a fit blonde at the time.
we called him the gay Gatsby.
I was not called the gay Gatsby. May have
Yeah.
felt like Gatsby, but I wasn't gay. I'm not gay.
Wasn't gay. Oh man.
Right, okay. 5:11 coffee. 5:30, more ice with Chivas. 5:54.
I take it this guy's dead.
Yeah, he killed himself.
But yeah,
Amazing.
Yeah. 5:45, cocaine, etc., etc. Probably LSD and some stuff. 6, grass to take the edge off the day. I mean, okay. 7:05, Woody Creek for carving for lunch. We just tobacco salad, a double order of fried orange rings, carrot cake, ice cream, bean fritter,
Sounds like a true
Another-
American, to be honest.
cocaine. Well, maybe not your typical. Yeah.
And
He's not fat. Okay, I'll
nah,
give him that.
he wasn't, but
Yeah.
it wasn't. Rip.
rest in peace.
Not finished. 9, start snorting cocaine seriously.
Ooh.
What do you mean by seriously? Drops acid. Right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait, so he takes the edge off at the end of the night, and then he decides to fucking take acid.
Yep.
Nice.
Don't know how you sleep. How do you sleep with acid?
God knows. Whoa.
Hunter S. Thompson is ready to write. Okay, right. What's he
Damn.
gonna write? Cocaine, grass, Chivas, coffee, grass. 6
He
a.m.
loves the old Chivas, doesn't he?
Yeah. The hot tub, champagne,
And
Dove
cocaine.
bars.
More cocaine.
Alcohol? Alcohol?
Probably
Halcyon?
Hennessy.
Yeah. No, it's not Hennessy. It's Halcyon or something. Probably a drink. And then sleeps at 8:05.
Fucking hell.
What a lad.
A unit. Gibson, you would never say any of that, would you?
No.
How do we know Gibson hasn't already? That's the real question.
Yeah, Gibson's just slamming. He's bombing Cat right now.
Tripping balls.
Yeah.
My secret's not my own.
He's sitting in the chair because he can't get out of the K-hole.
He's imagining this. He's imagining
Yeah.
all of it. He's not even in the call. He's just talking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, man, we're just Gibson's split personalities. Come to think of it, Gibson does look a bit like James McAvoy,
True.
but shorter.
Damn, why you got a Billy Gibson like that?
I don't know. I just felt like
You're pretty sure as well, man.
Is it a compliment, I think?
Whoa. I'm 5'4".
Fucking midget.
Come
over here.
on.
What? And you're not, Mister 6 foot or 5
I'm
foot
6'5",
9
I'll
inches.
have you know.
Oh, 6. Oh. You're not 6'5".
Oh, Josh, come on. Just because you're LeBron James.
Josh is like 7 foot. Touches the ceiling every time he comes in. Anyway, so this was his whole routine, day and night, and this is probably why he ended up killing himself. Then
Huh?
this guy, what age did he die at? Let's see.
He died. Oh, he killed himself. Early.
67.
Yeah, he died at 67. He was fired out of a cannon during his funeral. Cremated and fired out of a cannon.
Amazing.
So,
He does sound
Yeah.
like a little bit like a lad.
Yeah. He owned a ton of guns, too.
gun nut. But he was very much like Ernest Hemingway.
Man. I still haven't read Hemingway's book.
Oh, come on. Hemingway. Wow, I'm not going to go through what he did. He was an insane guy.
Well, was he not a veteran of the Spanish Civil War?
Ernest
Yeah.
Hemingway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I'm sure he was. Him and George Orwell. They both fought for the communists.
Yeah, I think so. He what did
Hemingway killed himself as well.
Hemingway Um, yeah. Yeah, because he was a journalist and he did some business with the CIA and stuff like that.
He was a Russian spy as well, wasn't he? But the Russians didn't like him. They
Yeah.
thought he was too unreliable.
Yeah, and then he did some work with the CIA, and then he was spied on by the CIA because of the fact that he was working for the Russians, and then yeah, I think he shot himself in the balls.
Whoa!
Where are you getting this information from? Exactly.
Yeah, let's get a citation there.
I'll have to check that one, but I
From Josh's memory bank.
Yeah. I just
His
remember
database.
I just remember reading about him, and then it said he was a nut job who may have accidentally shot himself in the balls.
Christ.
Reading from what? The same info you got that the Russians were using lions or tigers to protect people from their houses.
You couldn't deny it, okay?
Like,
Maybe
What? The lions in Moscow?
yeah. Well, maybe I'm not sure if it was Moscow, but I know that there was lions being released in a town.
Yeah, there
in-
was not.
Fuck.
There just wasn't. Like,
Well, it'd be nice to see.
why would it be nice to see?
It would have been effective. People would have stayed in. Tom wouldn't have been running around getting COVID-19.
How the fuck am I? What?
no. This is it. The conversation is alive and well. Tom responsible for the coronavirus. Patient zero.
Thomas
Spreading it.
Ogilvy, living in Stirling. What's your
Coughing on
postcode again?
OAPs.
It's all Tom's fault this entire time.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have been eating a lot of bat recently. Not gonna lie.
He did
Protein
give Bor.
is immense, though.
Yeah. Too much stuff. Evolution of gaming. We're
So-
all gamers here. What?
Gamer meeting.
Yeah.
I'm a gamer.
Gamer.
Where did you all start off at the beginning? Like, what first console did you have, or PC?
PS2.
PS2. And what age were you then, man?
7.
Fucking hell.
What about you? What did you have?
I remember having the original Xbox.
You had the best mobile device, mobile console. You had the phone. Remember
Oh
You had
shit!
the-
Yeah.
that? You brought
it
it. You brought
was
it
the
into
Sony.
school, and then you're like,
Yeah. No, mine not. Yeah. It flipped to a PSP.
yeah,
That was
you're like, you
pretty
whipped it
cool.
out, and then everyone was like, "Oh Tom, oh Tom."
I know they were just grabbing on my dick, but yeah, no, the original Xbox was probably one of the first I had. Gibson, what about you, man?
I had PlayStation 2.
Okay, I'm keeping it classy. Harry?
What's my first?
PlayStation 2.
That's,
Yeah,
that's such
everyone
bullshit.
else.
No.
Really?
What was?
Back when I was down in England, I had a PlayStation 2, and I just played all the Lego Star Wars games, like a lot of Star Wars games,
Jeez.
like Battlefront as well, like some old like U.S. military shooters that were like weird COD ripoffs. I really enjoyed.
Huh. Christ.
Mm.
You all had PS2.
Yeah.
What was your first games you played on your consoles?
Mm.
Oh, that's a difficult one.
I had 007 Nightfire featuring Pierce Brosnan.
Oh,
Probably-
so that's where the hard-on originates from.
Probably one of the best James Bond. Like, honestly, I don't think anyone can compete. Pierce
Sean
Brosnan,
Connery.
Wanker.
Yes.
Sean
it's
Connery.
not-
Nonce.
You are not
No.
Scottish. Okay, you get out of this chat.
Does
Okay.
Josh support domestic abuse?
Yes. Well, when it comes to this thing, I'll just.
Yes.
Josh,
You can't say that's on the record.
this will be held against you in the court of law.
Yeah.
It's going on
Might
my
not
record.
keep it in the video.
Nah, Roger Moore is my favorite because he was in Man with the Golden Gun, and that was amazing.
Scaramanga and Nick.
Oh, Nick Nack. What a lad.
I
Rest in
didn't like
peace.
that George fella. You know the one. He was on a toilet advert.
George Clooney.
No, I never met George Clooney. You know the other one after Sean Connery.
I know the one you're talking. He was like on Her Majesty's Secret Service or something.
Yeah.
Was
That
he
was
not in
his
like
spawn.
one and then he left?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't like it, or
He
like
was
he was no good or something.
George Lazenby.
Uh,
Yeah. He was literally just that one movie, and then the rest were
Mm.
dull. Um.
But nah, yeah, Pierce Brosnan in a game.
yeah.
Probably one of the best games. I've got 2 discs of it, but one of them's broke, and
Oh.
I couldn't find the other one, so I might have to buy it on eBay. £5. Don't know if it's worth
Oh.
it though. Don't know.
Oh, I'll pop around, break quarantine
Yeah, I bet. So we can see Pierce Brosnan in like 2-bit.
in the flesh, in the pixelated flesh.
Anyway, Gibson, what was your first game then, man?
Mine was nothing that spectacular. It was a Scooby-Doo game.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, I'm trying to think. So I know this Scooby-Doo game. I think I may have played it around my cousins.
I can't exactly remember what it was called. I just remember it was done in like different places. There was like a Chinese section, and then there was like a ghost section, and then there was multiple different sections where the story didn't really make that much sense.
Such is the way with Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think you get that from like a lot of childhood memories. You can remember parts of a game, but you can never remember the full thing. And I think that's
Yeah.
from it. Josh,
Yeah.
have
No.
you? Oh, sorry, Harry. Off you go, mate.
Well, I was just gonna say the first game I ever played, I remember in excruciating detail. It was Command and Conquer Generals 0 Hour. Because my dad showed me on his laptop they had Command and Conquer the first decade, which was all 10 Command and Conquer games that were released at that point.
Mm.
Or like not even 10, like the first 10 years of them, sorry. And I just played General 0 Hour, which was super like politically insensitive. Like it had some very poorly disguised Muslim faction, which just had sorry, not Muslim, but like Al Qaeda type thing,
Amazing.
like ISIS, and and they were like just really like they had like slave workers who built all their buildings. They had suicide bombers who were like, "I love a crowd," like just
And that was like Strat, wasn't it?
yeah, it was like RTS.
Mm.
Like I still remember the famous line when you upgrade the peasant mobs. Free AK-47 for everyone!
Yeah, I do remember that as well. I remember fucking saying that all the time at Beacon. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I would.
Amazing.
Because I wasn't actually bringing AK-47s into school.
No, you were a good boy.
That was at Morrison's.
Ooh! Ooh!
Name drop.
Yeah, but dogs here.
Clank.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Was it a good game?
Legend game. Oh.
Did you have the one on PSP, Josh?
Yep. I had the PSP one. I was so shit at it I couldn't actually complete it.
Yeah, same. I was like really young. Like they had like a poker mission and stuff. I remember that a lot.
Yeah. Rayman 2.
Yeah, I played the Rayman games as well. Those were on PS. Yeah, I played a lot of that actually. Like they had the racing mode or something. Like where you just platform, jump around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
shit!
like
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it now. Yeah. I've
Then
seen
you
it
just
before.
jump around and stuff, and and to think, I mean, like, how long ago was that when PSP was 2007?
Well, one thing I used to do all the time on PSP was me and Johnny would just play tons of Star Wars Battlefront, like Renegade or Rogue or whatever.
As in the old ones, like the class.
No, like not like Star Wars Battlefront 2 or anything like that, but like Star Wars Battlefront Renegade, which was like a standalone version with like customizable characters or stuff.
back when Disney didn't own Star Wars.
Ooh, controversy.
True. Ooh.
Josh, are you not enjoying it?
No. I wish that they never bought it and they didn't ruin my favourite movies. I mean, the stupid little...
I'm sorry. If you look back at them, they were always shit.
No.
Whoa.
But they... Right, okay, I'm going to ignore that comment. But they bring the stupid little penguin little fuckers with the big eyes. I mean, that just... I almost walked out when I saw
Oh, the
them.
porgs.
Yeah.
The cannibal chicken.
I've never seen a Star Wars movie.
Really?
Ever.
Whoa.
What? Right. Okay. Are you taking the piss or like?
All right.
Nah, I've never seen a Star Wars movie.
Why?
I've seen parts, but I've never
Why
watched
did
the
you see
full.
part of it?
I don't know.
They're the best thing ever created.
Seems a bit boring.
What the fuck?
It's too underground for me.
Right. Do you watch Star Trek?
No.
Right. Good. You're fine then.
I liked watching some of the old episodes of Star Trek, like The Next Generation and stuff, with like Catherine Janeway, I think it was.
Wasn't a lot of our show from Forbidden Planet taken off Star Trek though?
Yeah.
Like all the spaceships and all
I had a key part in that role. I was the Doors.
that.
Oh!
They failed at one point, but yeah.
Yeah, so Josh had an
Bravo,
assistant with his doors, isn't that right, Josh?
Yes, Gibson.
Who else?
I'm just. I was the one connected to the mic, which means I was the one who was supposed to hear the information on opening the doors.
Yes. Yes.
Jesus.
Someone operating the doors.
All the information they gave me was, if the lights are on, then open the doors. And because it was like that one time where we were getting like a huge group to come through, I could barely see the light, and I see a small light behind someone's leg, and I think, oh, the lights, open the door, and all I hear through my ears is, no.
Yeah, no, that was a pretty shocking show. I can't lie.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I broke my phone and had to
Jesus. What happened?
smash my
with you?
phone. I smashed my phone during the play, and it was a Sony phone. Which I thought it would be good, and it smashed into a million pieces, and it was bent, and I couldn't get away from it. I wanted to leave the show because, well, I had done my bit with the doors. The doors are closed. I did my bit, and then
Who else
walked
was
away.
on door duty again? I can't remember.
Harry Clark.
Yeah.
Whoa, lad.
So there's 3 of you. I thought there was 4.
I can't remember the other one.
Josh, I think you do.
I'm not good. I'm not good with names.
Clearly.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, a lot happened on that show.
I'm
so
glad
that-
I'm editing this.
Oh, but I've got the raw footage though, so it's chill.
Fuck. Anyway, so right. It's a shame the other one wasn't in the play, so I couldn't really name drop her.
I don't know. Crazy year though, eh, Josh?
Crazy year, and then I left,
Yeah, no, yeah.
and then it all went Pete Tong from there.
How did you enjoy your new school, Josh? Like,
Yeah, it was alright. Didn't have Gibson.
Wait, which school were you at again?
Fucking Jesus.
South Allen, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Privileged white boy. Yes.
So after the PS2, what consoles did you all get then?
PS3 really.
Oh.
I'm not an Xbox boy. Okay.
So you're banned. Gibson?
I'm not bent.
I went for the unpopular choice of the Wii.
Oh.
Nah, that's a family choice.
Gamer
Yeah.
moment.
That. Yeah, Gibson, you took the L when you went there.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a Wii. It's,
We's awesome.
yeah, but it's not like, I mean, okay, the best game that was ever on Wii was Tennis.
Wii Fit.
That was part of Wii Sports, though.
Oh, and Wii Boxing. Oh, I used to beat the living sugar out of some people there.
Who did you imagine's face was there, Josh? Rage
Yours
in
most of the
What?
time. You're
Damn.
just thinking of Sutherland's conversations, and I just went out there into the day and just went, fuck you.
Fucking Sutherland, yeah. Good teacher. Good teacher.
Yeah. What else? So, what did you have, Tom? No, you didn't go into PC at the time. You went to Xbox.
Me and Harry both had an Xbox 360 at that time, probably.
Choice.
Yeah. It's probably the only really real reason me and Harry are friends, to be honest.
Yeah, true. I hate him.
Yeah, it's true. We kind of like hate each
Not
other.
really. No, you didn't hate each other.
No, we like hate each
Yes.
other back when we were younger.
Yeah.
It was just kind of. I remember completing Halo 2, and then Johnny was like, "Yo, you should get an Xbox 360." And I was like, "Okay, I'll get one." And then I got Xbox Live with it, and I think that's the main reason why I'm like pals with Johnny and Harry, to be honest.
Well, like every Thursday, I come back from school and Johnny would show me. He'd show me like Halo 3,
Yeah.
and that was like really cool to me because like I'd never even heard of Halo before he took me around and played it.
And
I was just eating flapjack playing Halo co-op campaign.
good days. Good
Yeah,
days.
I mean,
You were always the blue elite.
Yeah, because I was always fucking third player, on the campaign. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Johnny was always fucking chief.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's probably where me and Harry's roots have been these past God knows how many fucking years.
Our gamer past, gamer origins.
Yeah. So yeah, me and Harry both had 360.
Yeah. What lads we are.
Oh, what lads? Yeah. And now we got PCs. But yeah. Did you not think about getting a 360, Josh or Gibson? No.
Yeah, my a friend who lives close to me had a 360, so I was strongly tempted pretty much the entire time.
Yeah, I think now it's the PS4s that are taking over Xbox One definitely. But back then 360 was like absolutely taking over PS3.
It was like the golden age for
Yeah.
Xbox, I think.
Yeah, it was mental. But times have changed. Geeky shit, and we're not here for that. We're here for Brambles Podcast, which comes with our sponsor today. Our sponsor is
We
Raid
don't have
Shadow
to-
Legend.
This
G
is
Fuel. So yeah, we're. Why don't you tell us a funny story from your past?
Yeah, go
Oh,
on.
Jesus.
Something
Tell us
that
a
people can
story,
relate
Josh.
to.
Tell us a story.
Go on.
So me, Gibson, Tom, and Houdini were all on a expedition as part of our, what was it, bronze?
I don't even think it was bronze. I think it was just outdoor ed at the time. Or,
Outdoor ed.
S2 practice
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. So it was like a bunch of guys, lads, on a class on out, went for a wee expedition, went camping in the Cairngorms in the middle of July. It's just pretty much to teach you all about how to experience the wilds and
I
stuff.
think it was preparation for DV, wasn't it?
Preparation for DAV and dealing with walking and map reading and how to set up a tent and easy stuff.
Yeah.
So, and for someone who's maybe not well educated in
Anything.
cooking and not really the best cook of all, I was in charge and I was paired up with Jack McClay, who may or may not be on a later podcast.
Be a lad.
Yep, real lad.
Can't wait for that episode.
Yep, and pretty much
So wait, in summary.
in summary, me and him went on we were camping. I did all the work. I was the cook. He was a lazy arse who just wanted to just sleep, and I did all the work. I then looked at other people and said, "Oh, they added water to the dish and then they put in the food." And I had sausages, so I thought, okay, take the water, I'll put the sausages in, and then that'll be fine. Skip 20 minutes later, whilst I was sitting there waiting for food to boil, and it took a while, and everyone began finish their dinner, and I'm still looking, and then I think Mr. Ramsey, a teacher at Beaconhurst, walked by and looked at me and went,
Fat dogs.
"You utter retard." What are you? And then everyone just went round and went, "Yeah, Josh, nice Jamie Oliver." Fucking yeah.
To be fair,
So-
you can boil sausages, but I think with the materials that we had, it was gonna take you
Yeah.
fucking ever.
It was pots and pans, yeah, usual stuff, and
You can technically boil sausages. It's just
Yeah, it will take for fucking ever, especially with like, what do
Yeah.
they call it? The fucking transit, was it? Something like
Yeah.
that?
yeah,
It was tragic what it was.
Yeah.
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 Took ages for me to get my food in. Without the food, I was hangry, Josh. So,
Oh.
um,
Yeah, me and Gibson were spooning all night there.
yeah.
it was not consensual.
Well, nothing is with Harry.
Whoa, whoa. Come on. Call me a rapist over here.
Yeah, no, that was the preparation for DV. I think I was staying with Luke Robertson Jones, and that cunt could not stay still throughout the night. Fucking ADC.
And remember when, in the middle of the night, and then I shouted out, "Jack farted,"
Oh yeah, class.
and then
That's
and then Norcross, a former military guy, walked past and went, "The fuck is he on?"
Our instructor came across after these two were basically barking at each other
Yep,
Mm.
like boys do.
and then basically tore into them for
Yeah,
a small moment.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not literally, but yeah.
It was you and Jack then, yeah.
Yeah, me and Jack, and then
Don't blame me, Joe.
Were you
Oh.
in the group that Tom? Were you in the group that ended up going when it was snowing?
Yes. Wait.
that was
Yes.
Silver. Yeah, that was it Silver?
So
Well.
something like you were the first group, weren't you? And then something happened during that night where, for some reason, you guys had to stay in like the small hut.
Oh, yeah, no, like, so what happened was, it was wet. I remember it being wet the night before, and everyone was drenched from it and everything like that. So we're all like walking in wet clothes and everything. We got to the second campsite, complete fucking bombshell, but there was a toilet thing there, but obviously it had like a fucking padlock on it for some strange reason. A girl from our class, had previously been there and knew the code to the toilet. So I think she was there for like summer or something like that, because we were near like a river sort of thing. So to dry up when all the instructors and that left, I think it was like me, Rory, Callamore. Harry, were you there? I can't
No,
remember.
he was
Yeah, he was with you
Yeah,
guys.
I was.
spooning me all night.
But yeah, all of us, we literally went into the toilet, managed to take the massive shits of our life because it was silver and you had to do like 2 days. I mean, didn't have to take a shit outside. So all in all,
Mhm.
it was a pretty good scapegoat for it. But yeah, it was fucking silver practice, the worst. But silver proper was
well-
good.
Shall we do bronze before we get to silver?
Oh yeah, go for it.
What was bronze? What did we
Bronze,
do?
we didn't get to pick our groups, so
Are we talking about practice bronze or proper bronze?
we'll start with practice.
Alright, yeah, practice bronze.
Practice was
What was it again? We had to like climb two fucking.
we had to climb like one huge like mountain.
Yeah. What do they call it
get-
again? Fuck.
Get to the peak.
Yeah. Oh fuck. What do they? Is it a Monroe or something? Oh fuck. I can't.
Yeah. Monroe is what you would call the expedition, but I
Yeah.
don't know what the mountain's called. I don't know what the specific mountain was called.
Aye.
It was in the Highlands, very close to a nuclear base in Scotland.
Amazing.
Pretty lad move though.
Yeah. That day was tight, and I think everyone from our class went that time. Then we weren't in
Yeah.
separate groups, so it was just absolutely everyone climbing up this fucking mountain.
Was it? Were we not in small groups? Well, not small groups. We were in large groups.
Yeah.
I swear, like all of our class at that time, for bronze practice anyway. I
Yeah.
remember just walking up with absolutely everyone because I remember Josh being there and everyone.
Yeah, I
beside
was still ended up with Jack McLean the same flipping one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think you are right. We did have like small groups and where we shared tents and that. I think.
We
Yeah.
were like small groups, but we all walked it
Yeah.
like in one huge.
I think I was with Rory.
I was
Yeah.
with-
Yeah. I just remember
Like,
that we
was
all
that where
went,
Brian Hetton was? Like the little like boggy bit? Was that?
Fuck. Was
you know
that?
the bit where there was a little hill next to us and we all went up and did like truth or dare and stuff
Oh shit. Yeah. And then
with
Luke.
Katie.
Oh wait, were you guys there with Luke? I think that was full bronze. Oh shit. No. I know what you remember. I remember.
Wait,
Yeah.
there was one I was with Rory, and there was one where I think I was with you, Tom.
Yeah. Me, you, and Rory were in 110 and mine that. That was proper silver. That was the
Mhm.
last expedition we did.
Mhm.
It was
Me
good
and Tom
times.
never did an expedition together.
Brutal, sad.
Bro,
I think it's because
And
like
yeah.
it was always you, Gibson, and who else?
Yeah, me, Gibson, Harry Clark.
So, sorry, what group? What are we talking? Which
I think
expedition?
this is silver. I think this is when like we proper like got into decent groups and that.
Yeah,
Right. So there's this silver practice or silver real.
Silver fool, a silver practice. Let's just not talk about bad days.
For us, it was very good. I think.
Oh yeah, because you guys got a class day out from it.
yeah, because you turned around and went, okay, we're going in September, and went, ha 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 ha, you're gonna be stuck in November in the cold, and yet
Yeah.
November was one of like the
Yeah.
warmest days. You came back with a tan, and you were like,
Ah,
got
Harry
pneumonia.
was with us.
was Harry
Yeah.
with you? So I was by
Yeah.
myself then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, because I remember, I remember very vividly that we were sitting on a bench and we had a gas Bunsen burner and we're all huddled round this one fucking flame and it was absolutely freezing.
Sounds like actual hell.
yeah.
It's horrible.
Well, we had our fair share of misery, didn't we, Gibson?
Not compared to that, no.
Oh, we were walking around in the.
Yeah, we really stuffed it up. I'm saying Josh, stuffed it up.
Oh no, you can't pin the whole thing on me.
You were holding the map. I think
Okay.
you're allowed to blame
No,
it.
no, 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 no,
So-
no. We all
You were- let
we
me
all
talk,
took.
and then you can rebuttal. Do you recall a straight through a field with no turns, no nothing, open field,
Yeah,
and a straight path into
Yeah.
a wood?
yeah.
During this path, the people in the front, we've joined up with the other group at that point, which was an all girls group. So
Mhm.
it's Josh and whoever was leading the other group.
Mhm.
Both of them, because we were talking and none of us were really paying attention, because how could we get it wrong walking down a straight path?
Mhm.
Ended up walking off the path and getting lost in an open field.
Mhm.
And
Well, this.
as a result, the two groups broke apart, with the other group trying to find their way back through walking through the forest
split up. We'll cover more ground.
aimlessly, I would add. And our group was still trying to determine what would be the best course of action. And the two options were basically noticing the path, and that's when we
Mhm.
basically ended up back on topic. But
Mm.
we got lost in an open field due to no one really paying attention, including the people with the maps leading them.
Right. Can I have my rebuttal now?
Yeah.
So, yes, I did have the map at the time, and I do share some of the blame for that. However, the fact was, at the end of that, where we all decided, I then gave the map to you, I then gave the map to Johnny, and you all had a look, and you were all confused. Harry went over the hill. The girls decided to go into a bunch
Wait,
of
was I with
ferns.
you guys? No.
I remember you were with us. This might be
I
my
don't really remember any of
imagination.
Harry has dementia.
Yes, you were with me
Oh,
because you were talking to me about Hearts of Iron the entire time.
oh yeah, that's
And
right.
Blackadder.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gave you all a chance to have a look at the map, but yeah, at the start where we walked past it, I did feel a bit stupid walking past the pass, but yeah. Anyway, but we were lost for about a good hour,
Bruh.
and then when we got back, all the other group, were just waiting there. We had waited there for like another. Well, I think a couple of. We've been waiting for a while. Oh, but that was DAV.
Yeah.
Silver.
That was
Stevie.
Silver.
Silver.
That's when you guys stopped, correct?
I left. After that, I never.
And you never carried on with it.
No, I never did gold. And
I think
it was.
you're the only one here who did gold.
Yep. You did the skiving one where you just got on a boat.
Skiving, sure.
Okay. It was
the actual expedition, but the practice wasn't that good.
Yeah, I heard that the practice was a bit of a dodgy one.
But it's not really anything compared to like the bronze and silver practices. Well,
Yeah.
silver practice was okay for us, but
Silver actual one where we had to go up all those stairs.
no, our group was not exactly fit enough to do it.
I just remember when we all had to run down the side of the hill to camp, and me and you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna kill you!"
No, we were slowly falling apart.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anyone else wants to add?
I want to do it again. I want all the gang to go out camping in the woods after lockdown's done.
Uh-oh.
Josh planned to murder.
Hello. No.
Now, people at Brambles have decided that we are going to be doing a pub quiz later on in the next couple of weeks. So we're going to try and do a pub quiz with
Possibly next week.
and we're going to probably do it with a couple of mates of ours, and maybe do it live. I don't know, something like that. See where it goes. Where we ask a bunch of questions. Probably.
I don't think we're doing it live, George.
Yeah, and
Do it live.
We're not doing it live.
That sounds good.
Go on, Josh.
Go on.
and as well as this, we've got Brambles Extra, which thanks to Tom and his amazing editing skills, he'll be creating little snippets of our podcast and
Unedited.
Nah.
Raw. Unfiltered.
It's no, I'm gonna pick out the best parts of this amazing podcast.
Yeah.
Into
and he's
short
gonna
clips.
do and he's and we're also we're gonna do that, and then maybe possibly in the future we're gonna talk about the other thing.
Go for it.
We're going to do quizzes. So Gibson and I are gonna be we're gonna take turns and see who's gonna be hosts, but we're gonna do like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, or
This it should be noted that this is just
work in progress.
brainstorming. We have no real method in how we would work this yet.
Yeah, but we've just come up with the idea and family fortunes, the chase, all that good chat, and then that'll be that. Thank you, Spoon Moon Media. Been
Thanks for
great,
having us.
lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, Gibson, you're already the group. And that'll be the end of the podcast.
Thank you.
Continue
Thank you,
watch. Thank you for watching, and thank you,
Subscribe
and
to
good
Spoon Moon.
night.